Hey yo y'all, welcome to WatchaMania. It's your ROH on HonorClub 115 May 8th, 2025. Watch along and live reactions. I'm your host, Adv Devin. How goes y'all on this special Friday edition of ROH? Little stacked in its own regard. At least in comparison to recent weeks, we got the most matches since maybe like late February, early March on a single card. We got 2 Proving Grounds matches. Got some fun stake-worthy competition going into Resurgence a little bit later. But yes. How we doing, y'all? Hope your Fridays are kicking off right. If you're still, finishing up the shift depending on where you are in the country, I totally get that. Hope you finish strong. Back to my stool setup. My back could use it. Getting that closed. Alrighty. But yeah, we got 2 Proving Ground matches tonight, both for Red Velvet and Bandido. I'd say both of them are probably ROH's most fightingest champions at the moment. I mean, it's hard to not say Dustin when you think that. But at the same time, we don't see Dustin too much, despite the fact that he's at least for a double champion. Like he theoretically should be appearing every single show. Occasionally, there should be shows that have him wrestle twice. Your connection established? Oh my gosh, yes, please. Hopefully, this is not a me thing. Got me concerned that it might be a me thing. Because, yeah, I'm looking around now to see where we're at. I personally had something that was started up really slow earlier. But, yes, welcome in the Hex. How it goes. How it goes. I have a storm coming in. Fairly sure it's me. Rough. Okay. I mean, I suppose that's reassurance in some regard, but I don't like feeling reassured by your misfortunes. But, yeah, y'all. Drop them thumbs up. If you're new here, do subscribe. These are the vibes. We do ROH normally on Thursdays when it goes live then. Fridays, we're holding the All Elite Rewinds, which is us running through AEW from its beginning onward. But it seems like this is not the best time slot for those, so we'll be thinking about changing it up a bit. Got a work shift started. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, you gotta go work in this storm, bro? Are you sure that's a good idea? Anyways, I'm gonna pause this music now. We're just about to get on the... we're just about to get rolling with ROH. Sorry. Trying to figure out how my mouth works again. Alright. Theoretically, the show should be starting any second. I'm going to wait and see how that goes. But yes, this episode is actually broadcasting on YouTube for free this week. So do take a peek at that. If you're not able to do the go position, you should be able to watch along this week, assuming you're someone who doesn't have that opportunity. My workday seeing. Oh, got you. Laynie Luck. It's great to see her. She's worked MLP a few times now. I believe she worked both Forged in Excellence and Mayhem, so I'm looking forward to see her in action tonight. Low-key, one of the things I'm looking forward to most on this episode.
Women's Championship tournament is on the way. Leila is already inside, but before she gets to the tournament, she has a problem, and that's Marina Shafir. And in tag team action, we'll see SAP on Helico and Serpentico take on the team of Lee Johnson and Vanilla Baby Blake Christian.
That's wild.
I said May 8th. It's May 9th.
Oof.
And that match is up now.
Alrighty. Open up here in this Detroit ROH with an ROH legend. Honestly, hard to not call him that.
Introducing first, that's going to be Elizabeth, New Jersey. Weighing 223 pounds, she Lethal.
It's funny because his music, I'm trying to remember. His music reminds me of a theme in AEW Fight Forever.
That's where this man headlined G1 Supercard as the Ring of Honor World Champion, the man with the most days as Ring of Honor
Is this also produced by Mikey?
in the title's history, and
I'd have to look into it. I'm not sure if this is straight up just his old TNA theme.
is in our main event this week on ROH. And it just feels right, Rick Abani.
15 years
Jay
produced.
Lethal in the main event. I love it, man. I've had some of my greatest matches with this guy, one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, if you ask me. They call him the franchise.
Atlantis Jr.'s theme. It's just, I can't with it. That's right. I was like, wait, when did he rack up those wins? But he was in a lot of those Lucha Trios matches that we had featuring on the product.
Is well on his way. The second-generation star, Atlantis Jr., former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Accolades throughout Mexico, doing it all across the world, including New Japan.
I mean, kind of, but even then, it almost doesn't, because we know Jay Lethal, ever since Final Battle, ever since the program with QT Marshall, has been slowly trying to trickle his way in, back into ROH and get some steam rolling at that, right? So this is a part of that. Atlantis Jr., however, on the other hand, has been coming back around since losing the ROH TV title as a feature star for CMLL. And we've been seeing that a lot in the trios matches would have kind of warmed up those stars. So I'd imagine, like Atlantis Jr., we'll see other people, like we'll see Esfinge, we'll see Fuego, not Del Sol, CMLL's Fuego with the hips. Probably in action in the coming weeks. At least I'd like to think that would kind of make this make more sense in hindsight. Ayo, welcome in, Raya. Yeah, guys. I think I'm pairing more than anything. The pairing, yeah. Gotta get my setup together and then we'll either rock and bet. Get it going. To be fair, I think we're opening up the match you personally would be least interested in, so I think you're all good to go. Okay, Super Card of Honor will be starting at 8 Eastern that night. Awesome. Glad to hear that, because I think that extra hour makes a difference.
July 12th, coming to you from the Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas, home of the Texas Rangers. Fans visit AEWAllinTexas.com for tickets and details as Atlantis Jr.'s gonna fly.
Nice with the tope.
Say low lot, Rick Abani. Well, everything's bigger in Texas. Tell you what, man, you got a first-generation wrestler against a second-generation wrestler. That's right. Jay Lethal, one of his great monikers, was the greatest.
Match, you wouldn't be particularly easy. A match. A men's match. The attack. I'm taking. Well, it's not that it's a men's match. It's more so that it's a Jay Lethal match. And an Atlantis Jr. match.
Somewhere in that ancient mystic trinity, there was 3. Yeah, I don't think he's finished. Yeah. Atlantis back to his
Flap,
family.
flap, 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 flap.
Oh, we're not even going to get to 2. Wow.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Does his homework, Rick Abani. 2 for Atlantis.
Ooh, he stalled with that tope. I want to imagine he was stalling himself up a little bit because he saw he was going to overshoot it. Jay was a little close to the ring. I want to imagine because that stuff, details like that make dives more interesting. Specifically, the dives you see all the time, like a tope suicina. Kick out at just a 1. There must have been like an edict put out backstage in the last couple of weeks. Hey y'all, kickouts at 1 are okay. Like sometimes you just kick out at 1.
And climbing that mountain and going way back down as Atlantis Jr. covered. 2. And the hometown
was
crowd
weird.
here in New Jersey for Lethal. You know, Lethal's Ring of Honor bona fides date back over 20
The only relevant thing about Jay Lethal is the trained AJ. I said, damn.
right?
ROH Grand Slam. I can't say that.
Supercard at
Not particularly fond of the man myself, but I cannot deny how legendary he is to the legacy of Ring of Honor and the history of Ring of Honor as a whole.
So much history in the ring right there with Jay Lethal and with Atlantis. The history of the legend, the family of Atlantis, and then the history of Ring of Honor. That
Measure
Jay Lethal
strike.
is wrapped around
Noticing that
the
Jay
ribs
is
of
rocking the salt and pepper
Ring
beard
of Honor.
a little more as of late.
He made his debut after just turning 18 years old in Ring of Honor. Oh, and he likes to go to the top. And he likes to hit the move that was bestowed to him personally by the
So did you catch who the ring announcer is?
man, Randy
Just hold up a sec.
Savage,
I want to imagine that was Arcady's voice I was hearing.
because he goes to the top for the hail.
Cold open segment, and no, there was not. It was just a rundown of the card like they do in ROH usually, and then bam, match. Heyo, welcome in, Mercy. Just here. in time. Oh,
King moving out the way.
yeah.
Smart move.
It is a smart move. And Lethal has to readjust, but I mean, as long as Atlantis is moving, you might have to change up your game plan.
They just hired an announcer without mentioning her, right? I mean, they do that. They do that.
Who goes upstairs
With the ring announcers and backstage personnel, it's not really welcoming to the broadcast team,
shots by Lethal.
Jackie Redmond. No, she was just there one week.
It's Lethal.
I don't know why Jackie Redmond popped in the head.
Gonna put Atlantis. What kind of danger does he have in mind here?
But Lethal had the better stand until he put that leg up.
And it's Atlantis driving the back of the franchise through the center of the ring.
I mean, Curtin, oh, my bad, man. Let me run over that. I'm like, so, oh, you're moved over. How much have I missed? No, just the first half of this match. The rest of the card is you're getting the rundown here now in the corner. Laynie Luck, MLP's Laynie Luck. I'm not sure where else she works, but that's where I know her from. Also, Ashley Vox sighting. Glad to see her around. And Pure Rules against Deonna. Unfortunate that she's going to get punked out. The shade of Jackie. I'm not throwing shade at her. I was just confused as to how, out of all of the backstage personnel across all the promotions I watch, she was the first name that popped into my head. Real women's match tonight, you love to see it. If he was able to get that other leg hooked, I think that would have been done so.
Laser's holding on to that leg. He's going to get it this time, Riccaboni.
Oh, certainly did. And the pressure mounting as the ankle driven in to that hyperextended knee of Atlantis Jr.
7-match currency, yeah.
Leg whip made that leg a little weaker. Harder for Atlantis to push away.
I'm pretty sure that was meant to be a hay. Y is right next to T.
Atlantis so close to the ropes, though.
And he's trying to roll over, but I think at this point he's just trying to scoot.
Oh, look at this.
You see, the thing is, he could have tried and gone with his other arm, but I think that would have been bad. Because if he didn't get to the rope, and maybe if he didn't get to the rope, would have fallen flat and would have had all the leverage against him.
Biggest stars from around the world.
And even if he did make it to the rope with that closer arm, probably would have
Thursday on Honor.
dislocated his shoulder doing it.
See that superplex wearing Jay Lethal out in the leg of Atlantis. But that back is suffering, man. Especially your career, as long as Jay Lethal's had, that superplex will take a lot out of you.
I saw Will Ospreay last couple of days say, I think that AEW could benefit from learning from New Japan's production. Had a bit of a buffer there. Apologies if that made anybody fall out of sync. Fuse the USA time zone conversion. New Japan in like 3 hours. Yes. Resurgence is in 3 hours. And then Best of Super Juniors is in about 8. Yeah, the thing is, because the U.S. has 4 different time zones. Not many countries in the world have multiple time zones like that. So, internationally, I imagine it creates some confusion. Because, like, New Japan is not taking place in my time zone, for example. It's taking place on the other side of the country. So, it's 3 hours behind me. Oh! To the knees. He's still on the gut, but it was straight to the knees. Jay Lethal making a mistake like that is kind of rare. Caught the foot. Nice with the... Effectively, it was a counter discus. Happy it's not a day's I have work tomorrow. Back. And got it with the splash. There it is. Because most USA promotional stuff uses ET or GMT signs. So I was confused when I saw PTD. Yes. Going backwards, it's ET, or right now EDT, then CDT, then MDT, and then PDT. Yeah. That's a big win here in ROH for Atlantis Jr., all things considered. Yeah, Jay Lethal's at this point in his career, but former world television champion Atlantis getting the win, that's got to count for something. Would not be surprised to see him involved in, you know, a, what was that? Was the survival match? Yeah, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. The survival match they tend to do at pay-per-views for the TV title. Would not be surprised to see him at one at Supercard in one. So many time zones to remember. Yeah, Mercy. Here, trust me. People here in the States get confused with it. Because, like, we got almost all of the time zones covered just on the mod team alone, you know? Ray is an hour behind me. Hex is 2 hours behind me. So we're constantly, like, trying to, you know, close that gap for us. So survival of the fittest. Thank you, Raya. Yes, the survival of the fittest match. Definitely could see him in that for the TV title.
AEW All In is coming to Globe Life Field in Arlington live July 12th.
Yeah, it does, Mercy, especially with GCW, because GCW will exclusively advertise in local time. I shouldn't say exclusively, but they'll usually only advertise in local time. So if they're like in Nevada, I'm gonna be like, is that Mountain or Pacific? Okay, 2 hours behind me. Okay, you think that it can get confusing. In fact, that has happened. That for that very reason, I've missed a show of theirs before. Let's go. Layla Gray in the house. I think she needs her own Titantron. Get rid of the top flight stuff. It actively takes away from her presentation because everything else is so her. And I don't think that means take her away from the group. I just think she can have her own identity. Or modify it to have stuff for her in it. Yeah. Top Flight, it's both a tag team and a faction that two people joined and then broke away from. So it's kind of odd in that regard. Exactly, and to be fair, everything else is hers, you know. Her gear, her theme, all of that. She's not even being accompanied out by them. They just have the screens there. The way they... I'm glad they still have this song for her. But the intro threw me off. And she has such a stiff, stoic walk. In its own way, is intimidating.
Marina Shafir. You said athlete. I thought you were going to say woman. I was going to say athlete, but you hit the nail on the head, Riccaboni.
Not the zoom in on the feet. I hope we see more improvement from you now. Listen to 3 of the performance since Odyssey. Oh no, I think you're talking about the mixed tornado tag, right? I think that was a dynamite. I'm trying to remember if it was a special named one. I don't. So, oh, Spring Breakthrough. I think it was at Spring Breakthrough.
Marina Shafir, all business.
Look at that face, so relaxed, man.
The AEW World Championship.
To be fair, I think that a match like that is a lot harder to keep up with the production of than a one-on-one match. From my understanding, for example, tag team wrestling is harder than singles wrestling in that regard.
Will it be Hangman Adam Page? Will Ospreay? The finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. Will it be Samoa Joe taking on one of those two men?
Oh,
And for those
let's
of you on
go.
YouTube, you can subscribe to HonorClub, get ROH each and every week, and catch up on some great Samoa Joe moments here in ROH.
Yo,
Man, it's so
girl, this is not the time to taunt.
like Marina Shafir. She's so unorthodox.
With a leg sweep, look how quickly the tide changes.
Oh, avoided her sweep. Oh, rough.
Name of the game was Marina Shafir.
Much better match thus far for her. And also, Layla Gray is a much more established talent now than she was
And fast.
around the time Marina was having her steady singles run.
Yeah, Marina Shafir was the sparring partner of Ronda Rousey, accomplished MMA artist in her own right is Shafir.
Great friend, best friends.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, you see how hard Leila ran into it. She couldn't even run.
But alongside Ronda Rousey has one of the few blemishes on Athena's record.
That's right. Does have a tag team victory over Athena.
Years at this point.
That's history, Riccaboni. History making have a champion like that continues to defend the title. Not ashamed of. She has put the banner of Ring of Honor on her back, Athena. So to have a win over her says a whole lot.
It sure does. As Shafir, the Irish whip into the corner. Gray sinking down already.
Yeah, it's the stalking from Marina Shafir. She's not a rush for anything. She's going to take her time to wear her opponent down. Layla's trying to think of what she needs to do.
That's a rough kick.
Right through the chest, the sternum. As Shafir,
I think that could have had some follow through. And for the high jackknife cover. Again, only a 1 count.
Out of instinct, Shafir's a little shocked as well that was only a 1 count.
Yeah, she's seeing the heart of Leila Gray, and Leila Gray has shown a lot of heart recently, and that's why she's in the tournament.
Oh, you didn't, Mercy? Yeah. Back in 2016, I think it was a part of the Roderick Strong Bobby Roode story that she was seen on camera, and Bobby Roode had an interaction with her and stuff. And he ended up, ended up to get heat after a beat down on Roddy. But funny enough, that was her first appearance on NXT, and then a little bit afterwards, she came on alongside Jessamine Duke as the Horsewoman backing up. Oh no, she's going for the greedy. Oh, never mind, she's not going for the greedy. Didn't watch fully walk into like late. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, that was like right after the a lot of the Samoa Joe and Nakamura stuff then, huh? Ooh. Rough angle.
This is a no-win for Leila. If she moves her hips to the left, it's a stretch. If she moves to the right, she goes right into this half grab.
Yeah, that's me, Riccaboni. That's pure wrestling, man. No strikes been thrown.
Yeah, that rough angle on her hip. Okay, using her other leg. The way that Marina is just inviting it. Oh, pulled her. Okay. I'm like, what are we doing here? But I realized she was just more so just give her the momentum to stand back up.
But as of late, Top Flight, both mentally and now physically following Dynamite, are a question mark. And Leila Gray's relationship with Top Flight is a question mark as well.
Sometimes you have so much going on in your mind, it's hard to focus on.
Got to capitalize, Leila.
Raise that knee inside, the opener taken up. That's exactly what Layla's doing. She's laying in as much. My goodness, is Marina
towards?
What? She's walking right toward these open hands. He's fired.
Oh God, the way that's so badass, but so terrifying.
Count me in that group as well. Standing up to someone like Shafir here. Big shotgun drop kick. But Shafir hasn't really left her feet. Oh!
Well, I'm telling you what's happened, man. Anytime Leila turns around to show the crowd what she's
yeah, I'm here for this.
recover.
Yo!
Mother's milk, man.
Oh, yep, and then right it.
It's locked in, and that's it.
It's just.
Oh, she's got to let it go.
Yeah, she's milk.
The winner of this match by submission, Marina Shafir.
Marina Shafir, one of the best records in ROH. Wrestling a
Yeah, that was definitely one of Marina Shafir's best matches in a while.
No, it is the problem.
Honestly, might be ever.
As the desert sun sets, the stars
Glad to see it.
AEW's Double or Nothing. The event that started it all.
It starts now, and it starts forever.
The brightest stars bring a whole new light.
Double or Nothing, it will be the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Because I want to be in the main event.
AEW Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing's going to be happening, but last week it was a huge tag team main event. The Snake Ton Bomb.
Oh.
The double.
Snake Ton Bomb.
Preston Vance driving
Yeah, Double or Nothing's already looking like it's going to be a lot of fun, and we only have 2 confirmed matches.
Taking 4 men to beat 2 in our main event. But then the
Yeah,
world champion
really?
standing up for
That's
what's
awesome.
good and just and honorable here in ROH. Bandido taking out the frat house, standing tall with SAP. And here tonight, we will see SAP look to get back on track.
Specifically, that's awesome that you're going to be able to get back to.
Ring of Honor, Bobby Cruz.
And funny enough, through the rewinds, now we're going to be coming up on the on Double or Nothing 2020. That'll be a weird card to revisit because I don't remember much of it. Just the main event, actually.
You know, for the fans watching on YouTube this week, Caprice, we encourage you to join us for action like this each and every week on Honor Club. They might notice we slip into a little bit of
Yeah,
a vibe when the SAP comes out.
Absolutely, man. The vibe, the room has changed, the aura has changed. It's because of this man.
Keep forgetting the name of that guy in the text. Yeah. Oh, Serpentico.
Not only with his dancing, but with his wrestling as well. Serpentico knows all about it. That's why he's beside him. Watch this, Riccaboni. Chill.
Chill, he said.
The South African native, and it's a little extra touch, you know. See,
Can you do that, Riccaboni?
I'd break a hip, Caprice, if I tried to do that. You know, but I'm a runner, not a dancer.
He did not just walk out of the babyface side. Not a mask. That mask. Yeah, you notice the it's Crash Bandicoot reference. Yep, tag action. Blake Christian, Lee Johnson.
These two young men hanging around one another. Both these two, Caprice, have been stalwarts and been great representatives of Ring of Honor on Honor Club since its relaunch in 2023. But, you know, lately the attitudes have changed.
The attitudes, if you ask me, has put them in the win column more than less. And joining together with these two attitudes,
We still gotta find a tag name for them.
lashed in together, Big Shotty in the corner, Vanilla Baby in the middle with the robe on, man. I tell you, these changes, sometimes all you need is a reason why, Riccaboni. This reason can get you championships.
They need to find something to some sort of adjustment to Lee Johnson's
Title back at Final Battle since
presentation, and they'll look that much more like a team. Then again,
Ring of Honor
maybe they're not trying to be a team. Maybe they're just trying to be like a singles alliance.
as of late as well.
I like the way
But here they are in tag action, so who knows?
nonsense mindset.
Nah.
It's nothing pretty anymore.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do that, Mercy. I was thinking like vanilla shots.
Straight to work.
Like instead of vanilla baby, in terms of ice cream, like vanilla shots, like sprinkles.
Speaking about
Lee Johnson, yes, Big Shotty.
say this because I'm from right up the street.
He's Big Shotty Lee Johnson.
Going to Philadelphia. The
Which is why I'm like, vanilla shots?
And that is coming your way for the first time ever, a multi-night residency, August 27th through September 11th.
I forget what it was, the name we came up with for them in the
For the first time in that building in
draft
4
pool
years.
for
more
the fantasy
information,
for the
find
fantasy
out
league.
Insider. For pre-sale access, go to EWTAX.com.
That's a historic building right there.
And some huge Ring of Honor moments throughout the years.
Nice.
Look at this on Helico.
Look at that, man. It's nobody liking Helico, man. It's the simple things, that joint manipulation.
And we talked about his history
Oh,
training all across the world, including spending time in the Mexican dojos with these same folks that trained Okada, that trained Tetsuya Naito, and then
yeah.
picking up that South African style, picking up the European
Alarm
style with
work.
wrestlers like Zack Sabre Jr.
Blake got that close to the chest, man. No space in between, making it hard for Angelico to do anything.
Well, at least I'll say this about Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. At least there's not 2 more men on the outside. At least this is a clean match, unlike last week when the frat house came out.
That frat house is doing something.
oh, that wasn't a tag team with it. I thought you were talking about Serpentico here. No, you were talking. Okay, now I see. Talking about TH2. Yeah, Jack Evans and Helico.
You see the definition.
Was one of my favorite tag teams in the early AEW. Really wanted them to have more.
All night long. That's what I'm talking about. Are you going to hate on this, Riccaboni?
I know why they didn't though.
Not hating.
Okay.
I might be hating on the frat house as the southpaw delivering the big left.
Oh, tagged him.
If I was the frat house, I'd be watching watching this, man.
Those are a couple of jabs, and then just kind of knocked him the fuck out.
A little too much, especially here in Atlantic City. Wrist lock here. Tag made. And Serpentico all the way to the top. Going up. Oh! Double stomp onto the wrist. Serpentico.
Yes, this episode of ROH is really hitting compared to previous weeks. It's always serviceable show. It's always a serviceable show, but this one is feeling like a much more productive episode of television.
Almost an obstacle course to get through for Blake Christian. Definitely knocks your balance off.
And it is Serpentico charging in again. Oh, big running European uppercut. And kicking down to the midsection. Taking Christian down to size. Oh,
The way he's like, well, he broke contact.
look at that.
I thought it was a snake glitch or something. I don't know. Shot through rope. That's what I meant.
It's where the simulation just started making itself apparent.
Well, the face buster taking a little bit too much time as Serpentico back to his feet. And driving those fists in, the headbutt. Irish whip off the ropes. Nice tag.
Loud tag.
Johnson.
Squad's called a blind tag. So Pittsco doesn't know. Nothing illegal, man. That's just aggression right there.
Whoa! The spear on the apron.
Truly. Honestly, Lee Johnson is very smooth in his own right. So I think that these two as a team really work well. Especially if they ever turn babyface. Oh, man. They'll light the world on fire.
Get 5 seconds on the rope, man. So
We're talking like
it matter wrestlers will be in the
Braxian levels of excitement, at the very least.
You don't have to choke the man into the corner. Tag made. And Johnson and Christian, their first time teaming on ROH. We've seen their
Ooh, that's a shout.
goodness.
Their timing is impeccable.
Sure is. Look at that. Big drop kick downstairs. Big shotty. Leg hook from Christian. 2.
I like the way Christian has Serpentico in the corner as well. If you can keep Serpentico over there, cut that ring off. That's the science behind tag team wrestling. Now working on that neck device. Also pulling at the mask. And we know when you pull at the mask of a luchador, trying to expose that career, that legacy, is definitely a distraction.
I love that Bryce is willing to just like, get it. Honestly, referees should do that more often. Don't just sit there and leave it to them to break certain holds. No, like literally pull at their hands and shit. Like
Villains attacking the masks of some of the
actively try to alleviate the pressure. Invalidate the hold entirely.
Tell you what, man, even in Mexico, you see the luchadors wear masks in the soap operas on commercials. No, not even their face. That's how popular it is. Serpentico fighting back.
Wow, look at this. Serpentico. Beautiful hurricane.
Here's the Rona.
And the snake-adoring masked man. Looking to make a tag to the corner. To the South African star.
There you go. Lace hold. Lace hold.
Go check. Who has your favorite mask in wrestling?
Oh, big headbutt.
Ooh,
Close.
And
favorite mask.
it counts out Helico.
I might see Bushi apart because he has so many different masks, but I feel like that kind of is away from.
Driving Johnson. Wristlock takeover. Johnson in the table.
Desperado's a fun one, yeah.
Springs off.
Personally, I think
Tell you what, man, Helico's always thinking outside the box, and you can't predict
Um,
what he's thinking. Nice shot.
I think I like Mystico's masks most, honestly.
On Helico, big shot at Lee Johnson.
Like Bushi's mask and Nightwing. Yeah, Bushi's mask. Yes, with the red. Exactly what I was thinking, Marcy.
That's some fluidity right there.
And now looking for the Irish whip. It's Johnson. Ducks down. Up and
Back roll.
on Helico. Oh,
Got him with a capoeira kick.
almost breakdancing out there.
That's like capoeira style, Riccaboni.
That's exactly what that was, Caprice.
That Brazilian former
Who's Ashley Vox? Ashley Vox, indie wrestler, wrestling for some time, to my understanding. She
and it
Listen,
is
man, we're getting a great match here.
seems to be a wrestler's wrestler, type of like
Attitude, man. We're getting some great competition.
mat technician.
tag made. And it must be nice for the SAP to know that they don't have to watch their backs here. Oh, beautiful. Complete shot. And snake bomb.
That might be enough.
Leg hook. 2-0.
Oh,
Christian.
damn, the way the breakup made Lee Johnson kick and Helico in the head.
It was not made a block for the tag on Blake Christian, and Helico should have looked for Blake Christian
Delmy Exto. Who's that? Afraid I have not heard of them.
Into each other's skulls. Christian, look at this. And you can tell Christian's put on 10, 15 pounds of muscle. Oh, backhand.
Okay.
And Johnson with a super kick. On Helico with a pump
Can't think of
kick
this.
to the chest.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
To his feet. Oh! Crescent kick from Christian off the ropes. On Helico, wrist lock. Back suplex, no up and over. Split Christian now. Looking for the half and half. Instead,
Oh, used him to... Wow, that was great. Had him in the half and half position. Made him left arm lariat his own partner. Then hits said half and half.
Blake Christian's going up high, taking the risk now.
I'm thinking...
certainly is. Springboard.
Angular.
Oh, into the knee.
Goodness, went so far and landed that empty pool with a pool full of knees.
And the air just driven out through the esophagus of Christian. And in a Serpentico, looking for the monkey flip. He got it. Christian into the corner. Serpentico following through. Christian smartly going to the apron.
Oh, great evasion there from
Johnson. It's
Serpentico, who saw, I guess, or felt Lee Johnson coming. Oh, this is an interesting Doomsday Device variant. Doomsday Destroyer, what?
Super Destroyer. Off the ropes.
And then this guy with these fucking Suicina planchas. Oshikaraoshi. That's done. That's donezo. Yeah, he's done. Fisherman Ushigoroshi. That was gross.
Christian. And Johnson and Christian in their first tag team bout on ROH showed incredible chemistry.
Yeah.
And what a finishing
Yeah.
move from Johnson, that Fisherman
Agreed.
Ushigoroshi.
That finishing move was able to take place because Blake Christian cleared the house for him. Great winners, great team. I want to see more of them.
When you think about Philadelphia,
I'm with Caprice on that one.
there's only one place that should come to mind, and it's on Swanson and Ritter, the 2300. See, here's the deal. It's raw,
Taz.
it's gritty, it's true Philly. When you wrestle here, you show the world your heart and your guts. Now it's time for AEW to galvanize its legacy. At this legendary arena, when AEW and Ring of Honor step into this iconic building, we will bring true pro wrestling back to the extreme.
AEW and Ring of Honor invade the historic 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Become an AEW insider.
It'll be
today.
3 weeks of shows. That's sad. Blue media appearance somewhere.
Philadelphia City of Champions, the first ever women's
Yeah.
pure champion, will be crowned in an upcoming tournament. This match is set for
AEW 2300 is gonna be awesome.
time limit, and it will
Yo, Ashley Vox getting an entrance.
wrestling rules.
It's great.
Introducing first,
Just holding up the hook.
State, Ashley Fox. She's a real catch, and we've talked about Layla Gray, Taya Valkyrie. We've speculated Marina Shafir wrestled a pretty pure match in that opening contest, but Caprice, there's a reason that Ashley Vox is called a real catch. She wrestles catch wrestling, which is honestly a great.
It's a pure form of wrestling, Rick Abani. It's a pure form of wrestling.
And synonymous with fish hooks and holds, Ashley Vox has some great showings over the years in Ring of Honor. Has a great opportunity here tonight. Our broadcast colleague.
Yes, let's get to
Taz,
Giannis. Full
Philadelphia,
entrance.
Right across the river comes this athlete. Reporting, wrestling out of Hackettstown, New Jersey, the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. And in the first women's pure match in Ring of Honor history, Deonna Purrazzo, former Ring of Honor Women's World Champion,
Oh, the blue man. Yeah.
enters in
Yeah, I saw that For Dishonor is going to be neatly packed in the middle there. And honestly, apropos,
very capable.
that it's Death For Dishonor specifically getting squeezed in there. And again, I'm hoping that ROH's 3 pay-per-views existing in the second half of the calendar year means that they're going to get 1 or 2 more added to the cycle next year in that first half.
Grow in the sport and becoming who she is right now. Former Ring of Honor Women's Champion, hitting a
And I
shot.
think that will demand a little bit more of the product.
Ring of Honor Peer Championship, the women's side, and I want want to see this matchup. This is a history-making
Calling
matchup
for the Code of
right
Honor.
here in itself.
Certainly
And
is.
imagine if Deonna goes on to win the championship.
Well, that'd be something Code of Honor adhered to.
Now, this is not a tournament
The way
match. This is just a pure match.
Yes, this is just a pure match. This is not tournament competition. This is more so. It's crazy. This is the first ever pure. The fact that neither woman is from the segment that brought the idea into the fold, and that's Serena Deeb challenging Queen Aminata. Oh yeah, Mercy. It's definitely going to be a longer episode. I feel like they're trying to go. I feel like they're trying to justify moving it to a Friday night.
I'm curious to see how familiar a lot of women athletes are going to be with the rules, even though they're
Look at
first time being in them. Watch that.
Yeah, go for the cross arm breaker and the stack from Vox. And that's what I like about Vox. She has counters to counters.
Mm-hmm.
Their instincts,
You see, that's why I'm here for.
get close to the ropes or where they
Because I knew here on ROH, it's not on AEW. Enhancement matches get more time to breathe, and then people like Ashley Fox get to show what they're made of.
Absolutely. That's a great call, Caprice. His side headlock now into the corner. Deonna Purrazzo through the legs of Vox. And Purrazzo, who...
Oh, called for her to go to the leg. Damn.
Look at this. Brian
Fell into the trap.
Jay Lethal, some of the great pure athletes. And Vox has to go to the ropes here.
Oh, R-E-E-L. Okay, I'm here for that. Real catch.
Purrazzo setting a lot of traps there to reaching high, going lows.
Yep, literally propped her right next to the ropes. She was so under them that I'm surprised that Posey didn't call it a rope break before she grabbed them.
Sometimes we see this with the male athletes in their first
Yeah, Mercy, I think that this can stand to be the regular pace. And I think that they can make it be the regular pace more often if they were to go out of their way to rent a venue once a month and record a few episodes at a time. I know it's easy for me to say that as opposed to them just doing it. You know, there's a lot of logistics that go into that. But I can't help but imagine it to be a worthwhile venture at the end of it.
Yeah, Lee Moriarty, who's made an art form out of it on the men's side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exhausting his own rope breaks on occasion to be able to take advantage of the fact that then he could be in the ropes is something Doug Williams, Nigel
Back
McGuinness
off
have
that.
mastered in the past. Stealing things from and borrowing
Yeah,
things.
it was kind of neat. I love seeing classic spin. I love seeing
Saying that Vox had on, man, that
classic spins on classic moves. It's very much like a froggy bow. How did nobody think of that sooner?
There were stretches of Purrazzo's career where she was really wrestling 4 or 5 times a week as she was breaking in. She's a young athlete, but certainly experienced. Oh, and you can work on that neck. That'll work on any wrestler. Is Purrazzo now?
tying it up, man.
Oof. Ooh, she's got to get to that rope.
Crab.
There is no. Oh, that's rough. She's got to get to the rope. And something tells me that Deonna doesn't even want her to. Okay.
Has to go to the ropes again.
You see a lot of wrestlers do that.
That is rope break number 2 used by Ashley Vox.
Make submissions close to the ropes to make the wrestler want to grab the rope to get out of it.
Oh, now tying up Vox.
It's referee discretion here.
Not a paradise lock on the ropes.
And Mike Posey saw that was an intentional move to tie up Vox. As Purrazzo able to break it.
So does that count as a rope break, Ricky Bonnie? She broke her off of it.
Now, contrary to what you might think, yeah, she did in fact break Vox out of the ropes. That does not count as a rope break.
I mean, but
Right to literally tie somebody up in the ropes with their own limbs is a choice.
As Vox now, this is the heart, this is the spirit of Ashley Vox. Would become a Ring of Honor regular through 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021. We saw her in some competitive matches as of late.
watching these forearms here because you can only get one punch in. Oh, caught.
Oh,
Vox is caught.
gave it to her.
Purrazzo.
Oh, the draping arm breaker.
From the drape position, cover, 2, no.
Tell you what, Deonna is playing a very smart game here, taking apart body parts here, focusing on things. I think she's trying
I
to
mean,
set
if
up a
anybody
submission
knows how
game
to
here,
tear
if you
apart
ask
an
me.
arm, It's Deonna.
I think you're right, Caprice. Purrazzo's been focused on that arm of Vox, and Vox trying to fight out, trying to go back to that neck, that fish hook. Oh, giving up her own neck, her own head, as Purrazzo with a pump kick. And
Is it bad that I want graphics like this during a match all the time?
Purrazzo driving Vox down. Cover here. 1, 2. The lariat only gets 2. But holding onto that arm, going right for it. She likes that arm bar, Caprice.
I understand it not being a pure rules match would make it a little less necessary, but yeah.
And into the back here.
Oh, you wouldn't want them all the time? Fair.
Oh, big power bomb.
Right to the transition. That's going to be a no.
I know Noah did that for a spell, or was it All Japan? I'm not sure which one.
And Vox hanging on.
Too far away for a rope, man.
And, trying to get that double.
Ooh, shots over the side of the head.
The double. She's
Oh, yeah, she's going for the
She locked the fingers.
Venus de Milo. Oh, done.
Venus de Milo.
Tap, girl.
And that's it. Yeah.
The winner of this match by submission, the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo.
And a statement made in our history.
Yeah, she didn't just stay at the Fujiwara.
Bout
Pull Venus de Milo to make the point.
the former women's world champion Deonna Purrazzo with a huge victory, Caprice.
That's how you dissect your opponent, Rick Abana. We're going to see a lot of that in the women's peer division.
Oh, and there's one of the competitors.
You see, the Queen has been scouting the competition in the ROH Women's Pure Championship Tournament. And I know this is a huge opportunity. One thing I did learn from Serena for sure is that preparation is key. So I am now going to let this opportunity go to waste. And honestly, sometimes the most successful people are not the people that are the smartest or the most talented. No, they're the people that work the hardest. And I know I can outwork every single woman in this tournament. Why? Because I believe in myself, like I said it before. And deep down in my heart, I know this queen is already a champion. So Serena, I hope to face you soon, because you will see that this student is now the master.
Queen Amanada calling out Serena Deeb last week. A huge women's television title bout. We go from the pure division to the television title division.
Yes, I'm wondering if this is the last we see of the Catalina and ROH for the time being.
Back and forth bout. High intensity.
Or is it possible they pull her in for the
Catalina looked like she had
Pure
the
Rules
inside
tournament?
track. It was a superplex. Big dragon screw leg whip. And then Red Velvet with the half crab. Did she grab her balance? Did she use the rope for leverage? Either way, leaving as Women's World Television Champion. And
She definitely got the win the second she pushed off the rope, which
This is a proving ground match set for one fall, a 10-minute time limit. Approaching the ring straight out of your mama's kitchen. She is the Ring of Honor Women's World
I dig the gear.
Champion, Red Velvet.
She wears that yellow a lot better than Danny Garcia does.
I got to visit my mama more.
Hey, Ben, what's up? I'm here and I'm here. How it goes, dude?
And her opponent, Laynie.
Laynie Luck, no stranger.
Aw, Laynie Luck didn't get an entrance? Come on. She's got such good music, too.
21 here tonight. We've seen her throughout the Honor Club era as well in a Proving Ground bout. Caprice, of course, in Proving Ground. You have to go 10 minutes with the champion or defeat the champion to earn a title shot.
Absolutely, you got to get the momentum going and prove that you even belong in the title.
Hope we get to see her on tomorrow's show, but I'm not sure we will. At the very least, we didn't see anything. I didn't see anything announced.
Red
I wonder if they're going to add a ninth match to the card.
tricks. We saw it in her defense against La Catalina.
If I'm not mistaken, we already got 8.
Red Velvet has shrugged off the accusations that that was intentional, that that was cheating to hold on to the ropes.
Hey, but what if she's telling the truth, Rick Abana?
Well, I think you may be biased based on something.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt, I suppose. You know, from 8 to 9 at that point, MLP is still at the point where it's just a pay-per-view, and people are spending anywhere from $25 to $30 US on it. So, I'd make it. Okay, this crowd is here for it. Yes, let's go.
Did she just whip? She better not nay-nay.
The way Caprice was like,
I don't know. See what she gonna do. That's a
oh, Cazadora flatliner was great. Oh no, she turned it into a slam. Oh, I thought it was a flatliner. No, she turned it into a slam though. I'm loving this for Laynie. Just check. Night 2 Best Super Junior starts at the same time I finished work. Yo, that's awesome. Love this for you. Oh! And then just put nah.
She disappeared, Ricky Bobby. Where'd she go? And Red Velvet taking a victory lap here. I don't know, maybe. Oh, there she is. I thought she made it disappear.
Come home, relax, enjoy some New Japan. Yeah.
Well, it is Red Velvet, not Fantasio here, Caprice. I don't believe as talented.
At the very least, you're not missing any tournament action, I imagine, because you get off, so you'll probably have to travel home and stuff like that. So maybe miss the first match, possibly the second, depending on how fast they go. But again, those are just, you know, those, I don't want to say filler matches, because that's not what they are. They're momentum building. There's purpose to them.
It's inherited, gifted hands right there. There's a legendary fist, passed it down.
And the hands, but look at the ankle there. Not afraid again. The bag of tricks.
No, you go over there. Don't need to worry.
Red Velvet.
Yes, but again, the cards aren't all lined up and stuff. Oh, yo, that's dope. You're close home. That's very convenient.
And a meteora to the back of the skull, the neck, the upper shoulder blades.
Definitely brought Laynie Luck down. Now it's part of the condition of taking in. What kind of punishment can Laynie Luck take?
Uh-oh. Oh, those body shots.
Yes, it, man. That's the educated fist right there. Educated, inherited fist. Oh, my goodness. Yes, sir.
The bob to get Laynie to move to defend and then coming right back to the midsection.
Staying right in the core section. Stomping high now.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
The flexibility.
Did she just blow you a kiss, Ricky Bobby?
I think that maybe have been to you.
You were not about to start over the count, were you?
As
Ref.
in the call, and Red Velvet now drawing with the fist. We saw this back at Boxing Day Brawl, if you remember. The crowd antagonizing Red Velvet.
There's one thing though, Ricky Bobby. If they're antagonizing you, you step
Damn,
away from your
that's
opponent to
Boxing Day Brawl. Why was that so soon but so long ago? That was the first ROH TV watch along we did.
what their was doing.
Hey there, Chris. Yes, it is live on YouTube. You could head over to YouTube right now and watch it. That way you can actually be able to watch the show while watching along. Well, yeah.
With Red Velvet in hand. Laynie.
That's that power on display, Ricky Bobby.
Oh.
That was a snap. Spicoli driver. Not looking for the cover. Proving ground. Dude. Oh, and Laynie Luck almost earned her shot.
I tell you what, I thought that was enough to get her that shot right there. I didn't see Red Velvet kicking out of that. Laynie Luck is here to stay tonight, making a statement known.
Well, Laynie Luck, no stranger to the win column here in Ring of Honor either. We talked about her credentials. We talked about, she's only gotten better since we've last seen her.
Absolutely, but you see her taking time.
Nice hero, yeah. No, I didn't realize they have been officially confirmed as the Bucks tag partners for tonight. There's no mystery into it anymore. We got the War Dogs versus the Super Elite.
Wow. And
Y'all remember that? The Super Elite from 2021?
Caprice and proving ground now.
Well, I've seen Red Velvet put a lot of people away with that kick, Ricky Bobby.
Certainly, if you remember, it was instrumental in her victory over Billy Starks last year at Death Before Dishonor. Look at this. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Oh? Damn. Got her.
2, 3.
GG's.
Straight out your mama's kitchen. Red Velvet, the Women's World Television Champion, defends the proving ground here tonight. Laynie Luck now has to
No, Hex, they've since become the Super Elite back in 2021. 2020 and 2021, they joined the Elite alongside Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. And they dubbed themselves the Super Elite.
I will go on to set yet another record in this sport.
But yes, they are
I'm the
actual
youngest
World Club.
participant to ever compete in the Best of Super Juniors tournament. Now, when you ask those closest to me,
Only this show, Chris.
what is Nick Wayne's biggest goal in professional wrestling right now? They will all tell you it's the Best of Super Juniors. And when I look at my block, I see a lot of great potential first-time matchups. A lot of guys that I've idolized for years. But ultimately, I see a lot of guys that I can beat. Because I'm coming to Japan to prove myself, to prove why I am one of the best junior heavyweights in the game today. And to be one of the best, you enter the tournament. To be the best, you win the entire thing.
Nick Wayne, not short
Look
of
at Nick
confidence
Wayne.
as the TV champ.
Yo, Satnam Singh getting an entrance?
It's about a second of all, the 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Boots.
This promo is the whole reason this show's on, right?
7 feet 4 inches tall, weighing 404 pounds, 1 in a billion. Satnam Singh.
This theme.
Opposite of a Super Junior. We go back to Justin.
And his opponent, Lord Crew.
Well, here's the thing, Caprice. Lord Crew, we've seen him on Honor Club. Not a small man.
Not at all.
Whoa!
Oh, look at him wearing a Pistons jersey. 1 in a billion.
Okay. You know there's a basketball history there. The Satnam Singh people know.
Yeah, Nick Wayne's going to be in tag action, actually. On tonight's Best of Super Junior card. No, I'm sorry. That's night 2. Oof.
Whether it is talent like Nick Wayne, the world champion Bandido, who we'll see in the main event, the history built on the backs of Jay Lethal, the Briscoes.
Oh, yeah. Nick Wayne versus Show in the B block, actually, tonight.
Ring of Honor every week and classic Ring of Honor action. Oh my goodness!
My goodness, him running through Lord Crew like that. If Lord Crew is a big man, stands around 6'5" himself.
Oh, geez, AJ Styles I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'd love that. I first discovered AJ Styles through TNA 2007, and for the longest I wanted him to go to WWE, and I didn't realize how much I should have just enjoyed AJ Styles where he was. Oh my God! The way I saw the sound. Like, that is so disgusting. He's not going to do it again. Oh, God. Of course, AJ Styles is free to do whatever he wants, and I'll support him in what he does. But, yeah. He went left. No, that was light. Again, being a full-ass heavyweight. The way if they advertise from one side of the ring to the other. Yo, the way if they had just advertised Satnam in action, like, sooner than today, this show probably would have gotten more traction. There are people in this community alone that love Satnam enough to go out of their way to watch a show there's going to be wrestling on. I know people who would watch AAA because Satnam would be on the card. Like, hey, the real mercy. Oh, Red got the win. I did not.
Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt have been best friends for years.
It's really been a great.
Go ahead, hit the ropes. The way he was like, all right, go ahead. Oh, moved him.
Well, Satnam Singh sitting under somebody like Jay Lethal.
No, you hit that one.
Sanjay Dutt.
Go ahead, go for it. Let's try again.
Get better. One of the greatest mentors you could have. Former Ring of Honor champion.
Boys, realize the mistakes have been made. Oh, he said screw hitting the ropes. I'm a ja. Yeah, that may have not been the best idea.
It's Satnam Singh. Now charging in, Lord Crew with the big knee there, pumping up. It's Lord Crew caught.
Are you kidding me? I promise you that's the first time Lord Crew has ever been caught in midair.
That's
And Lord Crew giving a heck of an
ridiculous.
effort here, but he is against
Oh, man.
nearly 8
Oh, he's done. He's going up high. It's going up high.
Lord Crew about 9 feet in the air.
The
12, Riccaboni. Cover. It's academic.
crowd is here for it. Do you not hear this crowd?
What a display.
My goodness.
There is no one like
Y'all, I will be the first to admit that I was amongst the silence when it came to the wet fart of a debut that Satnam Singh had on Samoa Joe back in April of 2022. Was it May? Was it March? It was in that realm. But he has grown so much into his own. Such a worthwhile signing in the long run. Would I have debuted him differently? Absolutely. But that's neither here nor there.
And our World Championship, the Ring of Honor World Champion, is in proving ground action here tonight in our main event.
This is a proving ground match set for one fall. They did
So,
this
you step
match.
away to get it.
Approaching the
Yeah.
ring, Gringo, Loco.
Gringo Loco back in the House of Honor.
He was accumulating, piling up.
Yeah, no, this is back to what ROH was doing before before it went into its spell of 45-minute episodes. It was doing kind of like 75-minute episodes, which I think like 75 to 90 minutes is a sweet spot for them.
What an awesome opportunity for Gringo Loco. Every time we see him, it's a pleasure to witness what this man can do. But he is going against the Ring of Honor World Champion.
This one's gonna be fun.
Mexico, weighing 211 pounds. He is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandido.
Bandido coming off a bout last night on Collision.
Same.
Just what kind of
Thumbs up call, y'all. If you have not done so, please double check. Make sure you got the thumbs up here. That helps us a lot, getting us in the algorithm. ROH doesn't do the best in comparison to some of the other streams here on this channel, especially when it's on a different night. So those thumbs up are going to help get us going. I don't need 2-hour ROH. You see, the thing is, I think that would be the best thing for the product if it had regular 2-hour episodes. But that's only in the case of each division getting the attention it deserves. ROH needs to be a full-ass promotion, and I don't think it has truly been that since before the pandemic.
Tuesday, June 17th, they will see Bandido as he takes on just announced Mascara Dorada.
It's going to be a fun match. Oh, yeah.
That's going to be at the June 17th
Big agree.
card. It is Bandido's first time competing in CMLL since 2021. A huge homecoming, a huge return for Bandido, but I hope he's not looking too far ahead, Caprice, because he has a great competitor in front of him here tonight.
Man, you can't look ahead of anybody, especially someone like Gringo Loco.
Both these guys. Hell yeah.
He was one that had to prove himself from the beginning of his career, wanting to go out on his own to make it, and he did so, Riccaboni.
Absolutely, that led to him main eventing the first All-In. Speaking of proving, in the proving ground, if you go 10 minutes or are able to defeat the champion, you earn yourself a future title shot. Nice leapfrog. We talked about Tuesday, June 17th, on Wednesday, June 18th.
What in the world?
Well, all right. The way that Bandito was like, damn it, all right, you got me. Well, hold on. Me too.
He's sucking him in, Riccaboni.
The way he lifted up in his mouth, just 1 second. The way he had to show his mouth to say, hold up, I shan't be upstaged, good sir. Diving run, no diving run up. Bro, base god. Base god Gringo Loco. Can't forget the GCW show a couple weeks ago. 15-foot power bomb. That was actually at the Collective. That was at Clusterfuck Forever. Bro did the 15-foot big ass power bomb off the cage through the tables.
And Bandido's got the crowd in the palm of his hands right now. The world champion, but as he celebrates, the time continues to tick. A raucous ovation for the world champion, a raucous reception.
But he's also giving Gringo Loco time to recover here.
Covered.
And before I was interrupted by the hip-swiveling dance-off, we began to talk about AEW Grand Slam Mexico, coming to you from Mexico City Arena, Mexico Live, Wednesday, June 18th. The first time in Mexico. Of course, it's one night after that huge card where Bandido will be taking on Mascara Dorada in a dream match.
I tell you what, if you've been watching Ring of Honor,
What are you going for?
you've seen a lot of the luchadors.
Oh, nope. Counters.
To be familiar with some of the wrestlers that's going to be there.
Woo-hoo. Oh, that was rough to the ribs.
Just the 2 count there. Gringo anticipating that drop kick, perfect timing.
Oh, yeah, no, that's exactly it, Mercy. That's what made me come. Before, I used to not like heavyweight wrestling. Like, I just wasn't about the big clash. I've since come to appreciate what it is in pro wrestling, partially because it's no longer the default form of wrestling. You know, everything has become hybridized. I think what truly changed the game was the junior heavyweight wrestling style coming to America through things like ROH. And then the Cruiserweight Classic popularized it, mainstreamified it, if you will. So clean. So clean. And after that, it really... people before then, mind you, existed in how they, you know, combined the heavyweight and cruiserweight wrestling styles, but I think that's what really made the game have to evolve here in the States, at least. I like it and I agree with it. Yeah, I'm here for it. The Cruiserweight Classic was probably one of my favorite things to ever happen in pro wrestling. Definitely reopened my eyes to a whole world of pro wrestling that I kind of closed off to myself over the years. Yeah, but that's still more traditional American cruiserweight wrestling, like what cruiserweight wrestling was to an American audience. The junior heavyweight style coming over really brought a different element to it. It wasn't everything having to be based around high flying. And yeah, there was the whole not about weight limits, there's no limits thing, but that was just for the rare exception in the X division for somebody who wasn't a high flyer to come in. Oh, into the tornado DDT. Good shit.
We've seen Bandido before fight with everything. Look at the fast ascension to the top rope.
Now up to the corner. It's the world champion.
With the shimmy. Let's go. That shoulder is so far up.
Thought that was enough, man. That shimmy going back to some Eddie Guerrero movement there.
Yeah, the original Gringo Loco.
Absolutely.
As Bandido with Gringo Loco on his shoulders. We are just over the 5-minute mark now. Caprice in this proving ground bout. If you are
wow, the fact this match is only going on 5 minutes. So much has happened in it. Oh! The inside out off the super kick is nasty.
Gringo's been studying for this match. My goodness, he has the champion's cards.
Absolutely able to stop the 21 plex before the cards were dealt. And now it's Gringo Loco. Bringing Bandido to the corner.
What's the plan here? He's pulling him up by his hair now? I didn't appreciate it enough. Yeah, I hear that.
Better situation here. With the base here. Now his base is off center. Bandido has an opportunity here to push off.
Both men standing straight up. It's Bandido. Wait, what the
What? Did he just Bro is a master of top rope slams. Bombs and drivers of all kind, but it's not enough to get him the win here. To get a pinfall victory in a proving ground match would be such a definitive statement. I think the ground would have effectively been proven there.
Every week right here on ROH on HonorClub. This week, a special simulcast
And now both men again, Caprice are standing. It's Bandido, full vertical base. Wow.
Nice. That angle was perfect for the Super Rana.
Oh, Shining Wizard. Shining Wizard plays the challenger. Got it.
He got him with the Shining Wizard. Looked like he tried kicking out at 4, but it wasn't. It was over by then.
What a win for the world champion. After the 21-plex was blocked, going to the Shining Wizard. To thwart off the proving ground, challenger one and ever from Gringo Loco. Fans, we thank you so much for joining us this week on YouTube and Honor Club. Join us each and every week, Thursdays at 7 p.m. For Caprice Cohen, Bobby Cruz, Justin Robert, Tommy, and
This Wizard the pistol whip. I'm going to riot. Could you imagine, though? That'd actually be not a bad name, I don't think. But yes, y'all, that was ROH. A little bit longer than usual. And a lot more eventful than usual. I like this pace. Let's hope they keep it up. I'd love to see an ROH episode delivering just like this next Thursday. You're very welcome, Mercy, but don't you worry, y'all. This ball does not stop rolling. This is one of 3 events before the next slumber, at least for your boy here, because we got New Japan Resurgence, and that stream's going to be starting up in just about 70 minutes because we got a kickoff match to catch. It's going to be determining the new strong survivor, and then, of course, we got a nice, good old 7-match card to follow up. I believe 4 of the matches are going to be title matches. Looking forward to this. But yes, and then, of course, that show should end about 2 hours before Best of Super Juniors Night 1. If you're not subscribed to that channel, do us a favor, subscribe to it. Even if New Japan isn't your thing, that channel really could use the help. Every subscription counts. Maybe drop it into those streams and hit a thumbs up if you're not going to be able to make it live either. Just little things you could do to help move things along for WatchaMania a little bit more. But that is all from me for now, y'all. Thumbs up and all that jazz. Forgot to say it for this video. But until next time, take care and happy wrestling.